What's up, people? Good morning. Another day, another nightmare. I'm not even going to get started because I'm still in a good mood. We had some nice family time over the weekend, and I'm not going to ruin my good mood by complaining about the stocks that I wanted to buy that I gapped up because it's all a lie. Because I don't want to buy anything. I don't want to short anything. I don't want to do anything. I am confused again because I thought that stock, that dry ship stock, would be basically at zero by now. I see it's gapping up a point just to make it even more confusing. JP Morgan's gapped up. No, I'm not going to be buying that. What I want you to do is look out for the HIG. Now, if you're new to the program, this whole thing got started, and I pretty much reiterated this statement 1,000 times. The idea is that there's something inherently wrong with me. I must be blessed with nice wife and nice kids and a good family life, so it's preventing me from making money. Going on 15 years now that anytime I sell out of a stock, they continue to go up. Used to be a lot of fun because I would make money and then other people would be able to make money. Now it's just become a complete nightmare. Now when I sell out of a stock, it's always for a loss. Then it starts to go back up. So I want to tell you about Hartford Financial. Here's a company that I was cultivating a nice position in. And if you look back at the chart, about, 2-3 months ago, CEO came out and they said everything's fine, we're great. The stock went up 100% in one day, and this is something that I actually came in long that day. I had 100 shares. Whoa! Look at me! Look at me! Had it at $7, and when it opened up at I think it was 9, put an offer out there at 10. Didn't think I would ever get taken. Next thing you know, I'm taking, and the stock's trading at 12, 13, and I'm all pissed off. I didn't have any more, so I started shorting the stock and losing money on it. Blah blah blah. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going to buy into it. So I bought some there the other day, that same day at $12. I said, I'm hanging on to this thing. It's probably going to go to 20. Churning and burning around for months and months. I think it was about 2 months. It finally looked like it was going to hit about $20. And on the way up, I started buying more at 15, some more at 17.5. Then there again, idiot fucknut that I am, bought more at 19, thinking this is it. It's going to break 20. I'm going to make a lot of money on this one. This year is going to be awesome. 2009, yes. No, next day, down 4 points, bought some more, 16, 15, got crushed on it, finally got stopped out at 13.5. Stock hit 11 just the other day. Thinking about maybe giving a shot on some options because earnings on the Hartford Financial is coming out any day now. I think it's the 4th maybe. So, in a nutshell, these are the positions, okay? These are the positions that you want to look out for, the ones that I get my heart broken on. The ones that I take these nice 10, 15 grand losses on that I just decide to give up and never trade again, those are the ones that always come back to make me wallow in the misery that is my life. So, right now, your downside is that $11, okay? Now, they're going to come out with earnings, so who knows what they're going to say in a couple of days from now. But you got to just, if there's ever a time to embrace the horror, and when I say embrace the horror, the reason is my life. It's a horror show. What happens to me? Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan aside, because I got stopped out of those, what was it, about 5 or 6 days ago, and they're both up about 50% since I sold. I think the Morgan Stanley was fantastic. Got stopped out of that one at 14, went down about 13 and change, was feeling good about myself, looked like the stock was going to go down to $10 and fall apart. That's going to hit $20 probably soon, probably this week. JP Morgan also, I was in it at 21, gotten hammered, bought more at 20, grew some nuts, actually bought another little bit under 20, and then stock rallied. I was so happy to get out making some money instead of taking another bath on that one because now I'm in shock because I can't take any more losses. So no matter what, as soon as I'm able to get out of a position not taking a loss, I'm going to get out. That's why I was telling everybody to get into JP Morgan the other day because that was another situation that when I get out of a position that I was just about to take a hit on, you got to get into those also. You got to get into those because those always fly. But the Hartford Financial, I will not touch the stock anymore, okay? And if I decide to maybe give it a shot, maybe buy some options just in case they rally back to 20 on earnings, which I have no idea. I can't give you an honest opinion on what the company is going to do because it's a financial. Who knows what they're hiding in the books? Story is, the only reason I looked at that stock in the first place was that huge day it had, plus my grandmother. She has Hartford Financial all these years. She's always asked me about Hartford Financial. It's always on the radar. Hartford Financial. The symbol is HIG. It's going to be a heartbreaker. Even if it doesn't happen this week, next week, the stock eventually will go back to $30. I'm saying $30, okay? I'm not even saying 20 now because 20 was the target that I was ready to maybe take off some of off the table, and then hold the rest if it broke 20. Now I'm saying the stock goes to $30. Okay, mark my words. Eventually, with it either be this year, next year, 2018 fund, the stock will be $30. Eventually, it will come back to haunt me. Still looking at FAS because if anything, most I could lose on that stock right now is $9.50. That's a combination of all the financials, not every single financial out there, but when the financials start to pick up some steam, the FAS starts to go up. So it's cheap. You know your downside risk on it. It has options. You could hedge yourself. And that's where I am today. It's going to be hanging out, brought some comics with me, and my boy Malice is here from the chat room. Now, I had an experiment back about a year and a half ago. His name was Carl. Carl. Guy I've known for years. He used to sit next to me back in the heyday in 1999, 2000, 2001. I used to train the guy. And he was doing all right. Never really was the most, I don't know exactly how to put it, but he had good ideas. He was a fundamental analysis. And I always used to rip on him because I said how we're in a new world now. Fundamentals don't mean shit. And it's over the last 10 years, it's definitely has been proven. It's also been proven that nobody knows anything. It's also been proven that you never know what a company's saying anyway, because their fundamentals could be looking great, but it could be a WorldCom or Enron or any one of these other companies. They're always lying to you. That's why you just do what the stock is doing for the day, and you pray that if you hold a long or a short overnight, nothing bad happens to you. It's gambling. I don't give a shit what you say, how you want to phrase it. It's gambling. And I got a guy that wants to talk to me about a way of setting up my chart system with stochastics and Bollinger Bands that's been working out for him. You know what? God bless you, guy. If it's working out for you, we're going to test it out. We'll see. But we got my man Malice is here from the chat room. Maybe you guys know him. So what I was saying about Carl is I gave Carl 10 grand, which gave him a decent amount of buying power. And over the course of 8 months, all he did was convince himself that all his good ideas were bad, because that's what trading does to you. He was a fundamental analysis guy. And he would come in thinking, I'm going to buy this stock because it looks good and I'm going to hang on to it. But sitting there watching tick by tick red and green screens going by, it would convince him that he was wrong every time. So he would always take losses on stocks that he thought were going to go higher. And you know what? They all wound up going higher, and it would leave him wallowing in the dust with me. And I said, Carl, I didn't need another one of you. I needed another one of me to sit here. I already got me. I needed somebody else to do something different. So now we got Malice sitting over here. He doesn't want to be on camera. He's a shy kid. But seems to know what he's doing. So we're going to give him a test run. I wanted him to sit next to me to see him in action. I don't exactly know if he wants to day trade tick by tick again. He does set up nice positions and options. So we're going to give him a shot. We're going to keep him updated. We'll keep you updated on what he's doing. And if you start going into the forum section of the hitthebid.net website, you'll see his picks and how he's doing and all that stuff. And also, if you just want to gamble, we'll say how when we finally do let him free with some money, how long will it take to him blow through the money? Because, of course, once it's not his money, it's my money, chances are he'll lose it, and everything that he's ever known will probably fall apart too, just because it's my mushdom will probably take over. Right on, fella.
Definitely.
Yeah. So he's gonna we're gonna do another psychological experiment, of course, with my money. And if you think you're out there, if you're in the New York City area, we're gonna be ripping down my whole entire office. We're gonna have it all nice and fancy in here. And if you guys want to trade, if you want to get away from your wife, or get out of the house, because why would you want to leave your house if you could just trade from home? But we're going to set it up nice here, have a coffee machine, you know, disco ball, smoke machine at night, and we're going to have a party here every day. So come to the website, come to the chat room, because we're always there. And like I said, over the next, this is the year, 2009. Never mind, 2009. This is my time. All those other rhymes. Yeah, 2009. 2009. It's the end of time. Because after the conversations all die and all the happiness ends, we always wind up talking about Armageddon in my family. I always get into that conversation because there's really, if you look at it, there's really nothing to be excited about. Going forward, as the CEOs would say, there's really nothing exciting America has going forward. All right, thank you, Mr. CEO. Now get the fuck out of here. All right, I'll see you guys later. Get in the chat room. Hitthebid.net.com and all that stuff.